was a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still
No,
searching, I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to
Where is the Thunder Rocks? Oh, brother.
really clear. Sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this.
Okay. Oh, brother, again we're going to walk half day. What is this thing? Okay. Where's the next battle, Fabius? Oh. Are we sandwich them? Yo, that's nice. Yo, Mr. Kurtmeister, welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing? Immediately, he is not already here, and decoration is no joke. I have 70 blueprints and gets me nothing. 70, I think, is going to be something like 7 levels, brother. Which, on high levels, it may not be something crazy. I mean, blueprints is actually a joke, not gonna lie. But the event with the decoration is not a joke. You can basically get full blueprint there, full decoration there. I think actually the game show us what. Yeah, the game actually show us from where we can get more decorations, which I think is something in good direction, to be fair. Oh, brother, this is not looking good there. For level 3, it needs 120 blueprints. Yeah, it's expensive, to be fair. I think I have mine level 2. Level 2, I think. But with blueprints is so hard. Not gonna lie, it's so hard with blueprints. If you get full castle, it's way more easy. Let me check it out. Do I have something here? Yeah, those things is more easy, but with blueprints you basically need a lot to level up a castle. Come on, brother. Where these people get so many infantry? Who is going with 5 cavalry in 2025? Seriously. This guy's like, I'm Owen, brothers. I'm Owen here. Kuma Goresh or Goresh Kuma? The biggest choice in 2025. Oh, brother, who is going with 5 cavalry, 5 infantry? Oh, brother, no, 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 no. Yo, Andrios, how's it going, brother? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Which head to roll to pair... What? Which head to roll to pair with you, Ming? If my Grumara is too low. Ah, which hero? Talea. Thea. Thea. Thea is good. Also, Velen is good. Velen is going to give you some critical strike rate. I mean, with you, Ming, basically everything is working, brother. This is maybe the universal mage hero that is good with all of the heroes. Happy to help, brother. Happy to help. If you guys have any other question, you can just ask them, write them in the chat. Interesting, I need to try with Velen. Velen is a very good deputy, brother. I mean, let me just show you maybe. Let me put my camera on. Yo, let's go. Velen is going to give you critical strike rate with the skill tower tree that you Mink is having. You're going to have something like 20% critical rate. And on top of that, Velen is giving 15%, 15% magic skill damage. Also is giving you march speed, so much benefits if you play it with Velen. I actually tested with Velen and it was giving very nice results. How is KBK going? Oh, brother, left and right. What can I say? I mean, imagine that you can play with your friends, but you have to walk 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers to play. You play for 15 minutes. You have to go back again 1 mile, go again 1 mile, and it's something like this. I mean, so much time walking left and right. It's so slow. Right now, till my poor Bertrand come, is going to be like 3 minutes till he actually come. Rest of my mages are on one speed away to get killed. It's something like this, brother. These portals are very funny, but not if the portal is built at the middle of nowhere and you have to walk so much. But in general, it's going well. I cannot complain, to be fair. Who strike my poor villain? Who is this guy? When this happened? Marduk Tea? No joke, cavalry players are one of the most strange creatures in Call of Dragons. You can see Nico, you can see Skogo, you can see different abominations there. So I'm not surprised by seeing Murdoch there. Да? Стримам, кажи. Добре. Да, окей. Добре, добре. Окей. Whoa, whoa, easy. I'm cavalry main, lol. Yo, brother, write me your cavalry marches. If you don't have all the cavalries, because some of the cavalries are from the strongest sword and etc., let me know what you have as a cavalry main. but I don't do crazy pairings. So yeah, I have seen a lot. I have seen Bertrand as a cavalry main hero. I mean commander. I have seen so much strange stuffs. I actually back in the days, um, I actually spoke with one of the top cavalry players, and I have some guides on my channel. But in general, I have seen so much crazy stuff there. So much crazy stuff. So much crazy pairings. I'm actually also planning to do some cavalry. This bad boy is level 5. This one is level 5. Uh this one is level 3, but at the end of the season is going to go level 5, level 4. So I plan also to build 3 cavalry, 1 infantry march. Yo, brother. That's a clever move, by the way. But you can just send 1 legion, but it can be infantry 1. Emrys Bakshi, Forundiumu, Nearly for now. That's nice. That's nice. By the way, it cost me so much time to level up my cavalry. By the way, there was not even level 60. Still, my cavalry need a lot of work. But I think you know that. But with cavalry, you can make so much easy tons of merits, especially when you're short on time. I mean, if you don't have time, you're just going to make so much more merits from this to play with mages. Yo, Zach, how's it going, brother? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just you, Mink, is a crazy animal, guys. It's crazy animal. Mm. Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, cavalry is expensive to run, and you need to focus on good trades. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Andrews. I mean, to be fair, the best free-to-play players, I mean, by ranking on merits, it's actually a cavalry one. It's a cavalry one, but not ground cavalry one. The majority of the cases, they're Spring Warden, and they do some juice trades with the Eagles. It's just everything is happening so fast. Oraclus Aristar. Can Aristar replace as cheap alternative of Tobin? Actually, Alistar is having a solid buff over the hero skill damage. Where is this Alistar? Is giving like 30% hero skill damage bonus. I think it's a nice one, but the splash damage is actually coming from Orak. I mean, the main damage is coming from there. At least this is my opinion over the cavalry. Actually, Tobin should be easy to be get it. My Tobin is so bad. Look at this bad boy, level 2. I plan to make my cavalry 5111 and actually run like this. Just 511. Ay, ay, ay. Brother, who is fighting DDVP is having one of the best Goresh Kuma legions. Does Elk Riders are effective in the PvP? No. I think it's a good against infantry, to be fair, because they have some range there, and also it's doing crazy amount of damage. I think Elk Riders are extremely effective against infantry. I didn't actually try them that much since I'm not Spring Warden, but uh, this is what I hear from some people who are Spring Warden. And I think with this Roots of War thing, Roots of War League, I think more and more people is actually going to go for Spring Warden. Are you holding them from building? Yeah, currently I'm working over my mages. I want to awake Gromara. I mean, when she's awakened, it's going to give me from 10 to 25% hero skill damage, which is permanent for the combo you mink with Gromara. This is permanent. This 25%. On top of that, she's giving extra 15%. So Gromara alone is going to give me like 40% hero skill damage, which is crazy. That's why I really want to awake Gromara, but it's slow. It's way too slow. Oh, I can actually. This is what I don't like on the portals. It's like 7 minutes till my Yuming actually come. It's so annoying. Interesting. I would like to try Elk Riders, but how does cavalry artifacts work on Elk Riders as they are DPS type? Well, normal way is working. What do you mean how the artifacts is working? Is the damage get reduced or what's exactly your question? Do the artifacts is having the range or? By the way, in Cow Dragons, the best artifact is Assault artifact. For me, this is the best artifacts because it's giving you so much merits. It didn't actually matter marksman, mages, cavalry. It's just giving so much more in return. This guy is just wasting his stamina. I don't know if he actually understands that. When you go out of your castle and you hit, if it's your castle, if you swam Spring Blade on flying heroes, cavalry artifacts are melee, but how in Elk Riders they don't do melee but short range DPS? I think actually Elk Riders. Um, I don't remember what is the archers. This is range. Elk Riders. They're also range, but I think maybe they're going to be able. I don't know. I don't know. If I tell you something and I lie to you, um, um it, I I don't think it's going to be a good idea. So I cannot actually answer your question, Zach. Sorry, brother. I mean, I have to ask somebody with Spring Warden or ask in your alliance about the artifact execution. I really don't know. But I don't think it should be a problem because after all, Elk Riders, even though that is riding range, it should be able to execute artifacts. This is my opinion, but again, not 100% sure. I don't want you to spend 10k gems switching the fraction to see that this is not true. If you find somebody with Spring Warden, just ask him this question and see what he's going to tell you. But it's true. I mean, this is a very nice question. Not gonna lie. My alliance don't have good Spring Warden players, but you don't need a good Spring Warden player. You just need to know if the artifacts are working or not. This is what you should care about. Good or bad, it didn't actually matter. You're interested in something different. At least from your question, this is what I understand. Not quite sure we're going to have more fights here, to be fair. I think theirs is going to hit very decent level on the epic decorations, by the way. Elk Riders actually melt archers and infantry. Ensure they hide an OP troops type. Yeah, this is something that I say that I think Elk Riders is going to be very nice against infantry. Definitely. Now for archers, all kind of cavalry type are melting archers. Even I can actually say the ground the other type of ground infant cavalry is even one idea better because they're doing just more damage. If I remember right, I can be wrong. I mean, the game makes so much changes in Elk Rider's direction, so I can be wrong. Okay, but yeah, it's melting both of them. From time to time, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. From time to time, I think maybe it was a good idea to continue be cavalry main. In season 1, I was cavalry main. Even though that in season 1, how many cavalry you can actually have. I mean, there is just not many heroes. But with the time, I turned mage main. And right now, I have 151 million power. I have so much free healing. And I prefer to be a cavalry one. If I didn't have this free healing, daily free healing, which is something like 1.1, 1.2 million elixirs per day, most likely I was still going to be a mage main. But since I have so much free healing, maybe cavalry is going to be good for me right now. but it's too expensive, by the way. I hear people comparing maxed out decorations as tier 6 units. Someone calculated that the maxed out decoration is like 23% damage. I'm going to tell you why it's not tier 5. I mean, it's more from 23% damage. It's not like this. So, we're having 5 decorations, right? Let's say the biggest decoration. This is this type of decorations. So, the max you can get is 5% Legion attack, 5% Legion damage, and 15% damage do. Hear me out. In total, it's going to be 25% attack, 25% defense, and 15% damage do. Why is not going to be like tier 5? First of all, the jump from tier 4 to tier 5, if we actually go, and let's say for Celestials, 251. 251 jumping to tier 5. 251. 80. 80 damage more. From 251, 80 is like 30 and something percent. 31, 32%. So 25% attack and damage, yes. I mean attack and defense, yes. But the tier 5 is actually boosting the base stats. You know? You're jumping from 251 to 323 base stats. Every buff that you're having is based on your base stats. And if I check my swordsmen, they have like 129%. So it's a solid difference between tier 4 and tier 5. So I cannot compare both of them. More flank heroes coming. It will change meta in favor of elk riders. I mean, this game changed a lot, by the way. You're playing, for example, one setup, and after 2 seasons, the meta is completely shifted. After 2 more seasons, the meta is again completely shifted. This is what is interesting in Call of Dragons, that every time the meta shifts. Right now we're living in mage era. Before mage era was infantry era. Before infantry was a marksman one. Before marksman's was mage infantry. So it's always something that is changing in the game. Damage do is big, yeah. It's actually affecting your hero damage output by rage skills. It's affecting the artifacts, it's affecting the pets. So yeah. I mean, it's not the meta shift every season, but every 2-3 seasons there is some kind of meta shift. But yeah, people are not that angry over the attack percentage or the defense percentage. I think people are angry over this damage do because it's the biggest boost there. It's boosting everything you're doing. Your total damage output. But I like the meta shifts. Yeah, we all like the meta shifts. I mean, it's making the game interesting. Uh, what do you ask? How much tier 5 troops need for 2 million free elixir daily production? Oh, you can have like 1 million tier 5. It didn't actually matter. This is your healing. So, I don't understand the question. I mean, I understand the question, but it make no sense, this question. The free healing is, oh, you ask how much tier 5 troops you need to hit the 2 million free healing. Okay. I guess this is the question you're asking. I have no idea, brother. I mean, I have to sit and somehow calculate it. Back in the days, I asked when we was playing with video against Echo. I asked Chisgu Gaming, and he was something around my numbers in point of power. This is before so much time, before many seasons, and he told me 1.3 million. And right now I have 1. Actually, I'm going to show you. This is my daily elixir production. I don't know if you can actually see it. I'm going to just remove myself. This is my daily elixir production. Is close to 1.2 million elixir production. This is huge, and that's why I think this new change in Call of Dragons, where you can buy back your troops, is a huge W for the players, especially for WoW spenders or mid spenders that want to help their alliance, and by helping them getting dead troops. I think this is the most massive W that we're seeing in this game. You're going to have enough troops to fight non-stop at one point, and you're not going to care that much. If they buff archers, would be more interesting. By default, the archers is having the biggest disadvantage for medium range. I don't know how they're going to buff the range, because the marksman problem is with the range. It's not about the damage output they're having. It's not about that they're weak or something like this, but with this range they become so weak against mages. It is what it is. You know it, I know it, everybody know it. It's just the game have to think something in this direction. The game actually did something. They present long range warfare, but it was still not enough. I mean, it was first of all too OP with the only 15% base attributes reduction. After this, the game make it 20% base attributes reduction. I mean, base attack, if I remember right. And people start not even using long range warfare, because the damage output they was getting with their marksmans was way bigger from this to have long range warfare. And at one point the game just was like, there's not going to be long range warfare. Maybe they're going to present it against somewhere in the future. I really don't know, to be fair. But the problem with marksmans is actually the range. Buff magic defense or overall defense. I don't know how many defense you're going to. By the way, if they buff the defense, people are going to use marksmans just as a tanks against mages, because marksmans are doing. They're basically the troop with the biggest damage. The counter attack is going to be just crazy. So people are going to use like Hoskinara, the marksmans. if they have very solid magic attack, magic defense. At least this is what I'm going to do. If the game said that the marksmen are getting the same defense like mages, I'm going to turn off my marksmen's attacks, and I'm going to farm them. Because right now, if you see the marksmen's, they're having 120 magic defense. But if you see the mages, it's having 229. So it's very, 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 very solid Difference. Yeah, the marksmen are doing crazy counter attack. I mean, here is the thing with the mages. Some people don't understand, but if your mages are just doing normal attack and the enemy escape before you manage to trigger your rage skill, you're doing negative traits with mages. The counter attack of infantry, the counter attack of marksmen is way too big. So if you don't execute the rage skill of the mage, you're getting negative traits. Especially against the infantry, because tons of people are jumping over the infantry, and the infantry die before you manage to trigger your spell. And when you open your battle log, you're going to see that just by counterattack, the infantry kill more from your troops, even though that he didn't actually focus over your troops from the counterattack alone. From, for example, if you trigger your spells. If you trigger your spells with the mages, you're fine. I think I can even show you some fights. Maybe Thunderlin Mu. Look at this thing. I have 2.9k against Durona, and see the statistic. My mages didn't actually do any kind of it's actually not this one. It should be this one. Yeah. My mage, my Thunderlin, didn't execute her spell. The kills is 900. Okay, maybe Thunderlin actually hit something. The pet didn't hit something. The Muxiang didn't hit something. The normal attacks did 1.7k. And look at the counter attack here. Here, there is almost no execution of the spells. So the traits are negative. But yeah, I mean, people know that. I mean, we're not that new in Call of Dragons. I noticed that myself was attacking infantry with my Lilia and just slowly dying. Yeah. Especially if you do a poking game against infantry and you just do a poking, you're going to get some negative traits if you don't have something like Tohar or Yuming who can actually fire up immediately. I mean, I actually have a video coming over this topic. I don't remember where. Who those people are hitting? I have video on this topic, by the way. But yeah, it's true. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Yo, regular regular game dev. We now have tier 6 without tier 6. I know, brother. I know you hate these decorations. I totally understand you. I mean, I write your comments, brother. But in same time, what we can actually do about it? This is the question. For me personally, again, I don't think many people is going to have this tier 6. And imagine if you're starting in season 1 and you face tier 5 player. What you can do? You're tier 3. They're tier 5. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. What we can do? That's why it's a war game. We're having alliance where the people play together. For the people who actually, you can guys go and check it out my videos from back in the day. To be fair, back in the days, there was a tier 5 players, and we was fighting against tier 5 players. We didn't have a single tier 5 player. The majority of the people was free to play players because the spenders actually joined these tier 5 players. I have records from my season 1, and we win against the tier 5 people. We catch the dragon, we finish the season with the dragon. We was just more smart on the battlefield. That was the first and only time where I was actually officer in Call of Dragons. From there I actually stopped being officer because this is something like a second job. But but yeah, you just adapt, you evolve, you fight, and that's all. But yeah, I get you, brother. The problem is that we cannot even upgrade those decorations, even slowly. Oh, you mean about that in this legendary chest we're not having these decorations? I actually was surprised about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking that, first of all, I get surprised that we're having two types of legendary decorations. And the second surprise was how big is actually the difference between one of the decorations and the second one. One is 0.5%, the other one is 0.2. I can say this 0.2 decoration is actually an epic one. It should not be a legendary one, but it's presented as a legendary one. They need to give us top decoration with those chests for merits. Yeah, I totally agree with that. 100%. But if they do it, that means you're going to get 2 decorations per week. I think. I don't know. I really don't know what is in the heads of the developers. But I get you, bro. I mean, people are joining in the stream and it's like, we're hating decorations. I hate the decorations. Tier 6 is coming. I actually can say just because of the damage do, they are not actually tier 6, but they are close to tier 6. If we're having the same jump that we was having from tier 4 to tier 5. The difference is not that big. I should actually sacrifice these two legions. Or maybe I should keep them, I don't know. There is a spreadsheet where it showed that it's almost tier 6. Yeah, I totally agree, it's almost tier 6, brother. I mean, I don't disagree there. As if they actually implement them. Totally agree with you. I mean, I don't need spreadsheets. The jump from tier 4 to tier 5 is 31, 22%. You get 25% attack and defense, which is actually close to this 31%. But on top of that, you're having this 15% damage do, which is a crazy buff. I mean, I don't care about the attack and defense, just give me the damage do. So, yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, you're absolutely right. Some people have already counted out that I won't even bother. I also didn't actually bother. I mean, it's a game mechanics that are present. It's a actually new system presented in Call of Dragons. It's a new system, so you're going to have these jumps, okay? And to be fair, when the SVIP was presented in the game, the SVIP, the whales and krakens get it immediately. When the example was presented, the whales and krakens immediately get it. This is something that I didn't actually like. With the decorations, they have to spend, they have to participate in events, they have to buy everything from ground zero. But SVIP and the example was something that was like did given to them. No effort. You just need 2k draws in Forge of Light or to spend X amount of money. So yeah, that was actually back in the days what made me really upset. But about the decorations, I know they're powerful, but I don't care that much. I'm gonna spend some money on Steam for now. From now, I actually have like $5 or maybe $6 on Steam, but I really don't know on what to spend them. They're just not that many. And just wait and see what devs will do next. I think they actually start working in this direction because by the system stuffs, the game actually give us some the methods which will be added to the game soon are fouling. I mean, with this smell, the games are like, okay, guys, calm down, please, calm down. This is the events where you can get decorations. You're going to get decorations. This is how I feel this email because you know this is how I feel about this event. Holiday event series, alliance mobilization, a legendary quest, custom rewards. Now here is the thing. Yeah, escort cards or escort quash, all these things. Yeah, I totally understand that. But if it's something like this, where they don't give you the top tier decoration, I actually don't care about these 0.2% decorations. I mean, I really don't care. The jump from 0.5 is to 1.2% is 0.7%. I have no idea how much time I have to level up this how to say it, these decorations. But it is what it is after all. It is what it is. It's just I guess a topic that so much people are actually interested in. I personally I'm little tired to speak over this topic. I think I make like 2 videos and they need to act fast or they will lose more people. I'm actually going to spend merits, even though it's crazy amount of merits. I mean, one decoration is like is so much. I think it's like 300k merits. I'm going to spend it because you don't get blueprint. You're getting one time the decoration. So I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, you right now you actually make me thinking over this thing. You actually make me thinking over this thing right now. I have to think again because it's really expensive, brother. I mean, I buy mine, but it's going to give you just this three. That is 0.2%, and I really don't want to have them. I want to have the 0.5%. So, it's actually a good point, to be fair. You're making good points, brother. But just the difference between the two legendary decorations are crazy. You cannot compare zero point 0.5 with zero point 0.2. Just the difference is way too big. You can make zero point 0.2 a epic one, but not to be a legendary one. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, after all, you know, after all, people decide what they're going to do. I can only share my opinion, and my opinion is I don't care about these decorations that much, but I was caring so much over the SVIP and an example because it was immediately given to the whales and krakens. Immediately, the moment this thing arrived, everybody was having. I mean, the people who actually spent was having, and for me, for SVIP, I'm so far away of actually having a SVIP. I need 1 million and something honor points, which is, is just crazy number. 160 million merits, brother. Now I have no issue with the other, legendary decorations, but those things are not giving damage due. I mean, this one is actually giving you damage due, but this one is just attack and defense. On level 9, 3% Legion defense and attack. This is nothing. From my point of view, of course. I mean, I know we're tryhard. We want to get every percentage in the game. I'm actually very, very interested over how they're going to distribute the. Actually, soon the portal is going to finish. Something that I really like with the new update that is going to come, I saw in the Titan Legacy we're going to have Infernal Flame. And my Infernal Flame is level 1. I really want to get this bad boy working. Oh, this is a juicy one. I think that right now is going to start pushing when the portal is out. He grow like a shark. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Oh. They're still scared, by the way. Oh my god. This one is a good one. But they don't have any of this one. Uh, uh, most likely this is over, boys. This is our last stand, what you're seeing right now. I'm so dead. Ah. Maybe it was a good idea to sit little behind, but it is what it is. Okay, we make some nice fights today. I want to thank to everybody who joined the stream and to wish you a great day, guys. Thank you very much for joining. And see you in the next video.